How's it going, guys? Like Miss Margaret said, I am very nervous, so bear with me on that one. It feels great being back. Kind of feels the same, not gonna lie, it's very weird. A lot of the same teachers, faculty members, just new students coming around. So I have a long story. I tried to keep brief for you all and not annoy you and talk too much. I know you have a busy day going on, so here it is. So what I talk about is time making account. And I'll explain what that means to me as I use my story. Yeah. So raise your hand if you know what this is. You should all raise your hand, so I hope the teachers, you saw who didn't raise their hand, get them in trouble. So who is actually, now raise your hand if you have actually thought about this and reflect on what it means. Only a few of you. I was the same way. I didn't really think about this until my final months of high school, when Mr. Shaw was saying it at one of the assemblies, I realized, this actually means something. It has great meaning behind it. Oh my God. So I want you to think about how Lawrence Academy recognizes you for who you are at first. So, thinking through my life, I grew up big family, we're all crazy. I'm one of 4 siblings. I have a twin brother, Sean, who you hear about more later. So I grew up, bunch of siblings, bunch of cousins. It's always crazy in my household, playing sports, playing video games, doing whatever was coming our way, we did. We grew up that way and it was fun. A lot of fights, a lot of childhood fights like you see today, but it was always a good time. So I grew up as well as an athlete after that. My family really instilled in me that athletics were huge and basketball was our main sport. I tried it all. I was horrible at baseball, but I just thought that part was fun and I was so mad. I really liked football. I'm kind of crazy, so I had that killer mentality, so my coaches always loved me. But basketball was the main sport, and at that time, my favorite player growing up was Kobe Bryant, still is. On and off the court, I just think he approaches the game the way I want to approach life, so I tried to emulate him. But things really got tough as I was getting older. By 5th grade, I was starting on every single team I was on with Sean. We were the 2 best players on every team. And by the time 7th grade hit, 2 years later, I was the worst players on each team. It did not make a whole lot of sense to me, but I thought since I hadn't seen my growth spurt, maybe that's the reason. Deep down I knew that probably wasn't the only reason, but I didn't really want to expect the worst, and the worst came. So in 7th grade, I was told I had a disease called Friedreich's ataxia, FA for short. And FA is very scary. It's a neurologic genetic disorder. I always mess it up. But it affects your entire body. So it starts with your nervous system and it works from your feet all the way to your head, affecting many more other parts of your body. So being told that and being diagnosed with that when I was 13 was intimidating and frightening at the same time. My older sister, Kayla, who is 5 years older than me, also had FA and still does. So I saw firsthand what she had to go through at that time, whether it was in high school or just trying to grow up like every other kid. And it made things extremely hard. So knowing I would have to face the same thing really intimidated me and freaked me out. So, fortunately, because my older siblings Keelan, Ryan. Went to a high school near my hometown. Sean and I thought we were going there as well. We didn't even know we had a choice. We just thought that was what's going to happen. But during our 8th grade, our parents came up to us and said, "You're not going there. Let's start looking other places." So Sean and I were like, "All right, cool." So we toured a few schools. We ended up touring Lawrence Academy on a beautiful day. The quad was awesome. The kids were everywhere. So of course, we had to come here, and it was truly one of the best decisions we made. Lawrence Academy has done so much for me personally, emotionally, as a person. I am much more diverse. I see things from different lenses and able to empathize and be there for people, and LA taught me that. So when I got here as a freshman, where are you going? No. So when I got here as a freshman, Sean and I, we didn't know anyone, but Sean, fortunately, was very good at sports, so he was on the varsity basketball team as a freshman. And since I love sports so much, especially basketball, but I couldn't play anymore, I decided to manage. I see Kev laughing. So I decided to manage that team with Sean. We didn't know anything about Lawrence Academy basketball or anything at that time. Little did we know they had some of the best kids this school has seen in the past probably 20 years. Honestly, we had one kid go to UConn, one kid go to, I don't know. They're really good, that's hard to say. So, in Sean and I, we were social kids, we were shy. We were social, so they warmed up to us and we warmed up to them. And that really helped us create friends throughout campus, whether we were freshmen or not. So it made life so much easier, and we were always open. I was still a shy kid though. I was still afraid to really be myself. I knew something was up. FA started getting worse and becoming noticeable. I was walking at the time, so when I walked as if I was intoxicated. You all probably have seen that or know what that means. And it was very embarrassing, but LA always made me feel comforted when I was here. But going out in public, doing things like that was just, it was intimidating and scary, so I wouldn't do it. I was too afraid. Yeah, so this picture is just a simple picture on the quad. I think it looks good. Do you see my backpack? That's insane. It looks like I'm carrying like cinder blocks. But metaphorically, I honestly was. I knew FA had gone to the point where it was getting so worse and so noticeable, but I was so afraid that kids would find out and pity me or feel bad for me and try to help me out, and I didn't want that, so I was so afraid. I kept to my friends, my circle, my group, and that's about it. I was friendly, but I wasn't myself yet. I was that shy kid all the teachers here can tell you about. No. But at that time, actually my junior year, Mountain Day, my friend came up to me in a panic after Mountain Day, because we were all in the student lounge, just hanging out, just getting ready for sports or whatever we have going on after Mountain Day. She came up to me and she said, "Joey, what's wrong?" And she was freaking out, and my face turned bright red. I didn't know how to answer that. She was like, "Joey, I mean, we all know something's up. I see how you're walking. Something's going on. Just tell me." But I was still so nervous, so afraid to tell her, that I just ignored her and just told her to talk to one of my closer friends who knew I had FA so she could tell it. But that moment has stuck with me forever. I think about it all the time, and that led to the assembly. So the assembly I'm talking about was presented by my advisor at the time, Miss Scully, my twin brother Sean, Miss Margaret. I refused to go to the assembly because I was so nervous and ashamed to be there. I didn't want people to get upset. But the assembly was just addressing what FA is, how the students at the time could help me, what was going on with me. I always will feel bad, regret almost that I wasn't at that assembly and I forced my issues onto Sean, Miss Margraf, and Miss Cully, but they were there for me when I needed it the most. Kids responded so well to that assembly, and no one said a word to me, insulting me, or doing anything. Kids were really helpful to me, and that started to bring out myself because I felt even more comforted here, but not in public. I wasn't there yet. And the final straw came towards the end of my junior year of high school. Sorry, Kev. So I've told like 3 or 4 people this, but my junior year of high school in Kev's history class, we were presenting whatever topic we were learning that day, but it was also New Student Day. And there were new students in our classroom and they were big football guys. Like, I don't know why, I thought they were cool for some reason, but yeah. So, you football guys are like, I am cool. but anyways, so I was in that class, just so worried to present and stand up and possibly walk and trip. When I was going up to the front and embarrassed myself in front of these new football kids that I pretended not to have my homework ready and told Kev that. And Kev was really upset that I didn't have my homework, but I stayed after class on purpose and told Kev that I already emailed him my homework that day. And I was just the reason why I didn't want to present was because I was so nervous to present in front of them and possibly fall. And I immediately just broke down. It was almost everything I've been holding in, all the shyness, all my worries about FA just came out onto Kev. And I'm really sorry about that, but Kev was actually really helpful at that time. I'm not a big crier at all, so the fact that all my emotions came out at that time was crazy to me, but that was really the final straw. That's when I realized FA is not only taking over, it's taking over who I am as a person, it's taking over my academics. That's ridiculous. I knew things had to change. I didn't know if I was ready for it, but I knew I needed it. And after that, in the assembly, things became awesome, as you can see. So, I mean, everyone was so helpful. I always had a good time when I was here. I had great friends, and they were always so helpful to me, just carrying me on winter, helping me through the quad at prom and stuff like that. Just made my LA experience even more better than it was at the same time. Yeah, so we've probably seen the dunk, so I'll tell that story, obviously. So it was senior year, last year managing basketball. Our team wasn't so great that year, so we knew we weren't making the playoffs, but we were all very close. So on Tuesday, our senior day game was Saturday, And on Tuesday morning, Kev came up to me and asked me if I want to score a basket in the final game. And I immediately said no. Didn't even think about it, just said no. So I entered my next class, and for 30 minutes, that's all I could think about. Like, why did I say no? Why did I reflect that? Time to do something that scares me, that I think I'm able to do, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I gotta take that risk. So I texted Kev 2 words just saying I'm in. And he was so pumped. Came to meet us in the student lounge. Probably later on that day, it was me and the basketball guys, Daquan Sampson, the kid holding me, the 3 kids in that photo. I don't know, Ben Clark, Rocco Gagnon, just all the basketball guys. We were all very close. So he came in and he's like, all right, Joey, how are we gonna do this? I was like, my one condition is that I have to dunk. Kev starts laughing. He's like, all right, cool. What else? Like, he doesn't believe me. I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So he's like, all right, let me think about it. We drove and played practice later that week, and we practiced 3 or 4 times, and we got it packed down, and we got it good to go on the day of the game. I was so excited. I knew what was coming. But 10 minutes before the game, I wasn't so excited. I was so nervous. I went in the bathroom by myself and just splashed water on my face saying, Joey, what the hell are you doing? Like, don't miss this. Don't embarrass yourself in front of everyone. And, as you can see, it worked out, and it brought a lot of attention my way, and I really need that. Because it just brought the confidence that I'm not fighting my disease alone, and that so many people are trying to help me out. And I didn't know that, so that first experience really gave me that feeling. And I was chosen to speak at graduation. Once again, intimidating, something I'm not good at, but something I always wanted to learn. I took my senior seminar topic with Miss Moore was motivational speaking. I was interested in it, and it scared me, so I wanted to try it. I didn't know I'd be doing what I'm doing today. I didn't know where it'd be. I just thought, why not? So she helped me write the speech, craft it out, make it sound somewhat good. And as you know, it did go well. That was a great experience for my time. Even better, why Lawrence County meant the most to me. So I went to college at Quinnipiac University in Connecticut, and I brought the confidence that LA instilled in me to Quinnipiac, so I absolutely shined at Quinnipiac. Well, weird brag, but I had a great time at Quinnipiac. So I joined a fraternity my freshman year. I joined student government my freshman year. I became an orientation leader my sophomore year. And then for my senior year, I was student body president of the entire school. And I only got that because of what LA instilled in me and that confidence. I knew being president, it would scare me, so I wanted to try. I wanted to at least go for it. And I was elected president, so as scared as I was, it was good. I had to do it. And I would never look back on it. Yeah, so other things in my life that freaked me out, so when my cousin asked me to marry him, I kind of wanted to say no. I was like, dude, I'm only like 22, I don't know if you want this, but it worked out. I'm glad I said yes. I knew that feeling would have scared me if I said yes, but I knew I would have been more mad at myself if I said no to that experience. So I'm just so relieved and so happy I was able to do it. Last year, my buddies and I went to Bogota, Colombia. Why the heck? Like, why would I go there? they just asked me to go with them, and I just said yes. The opportunity worked. My parents were freaking out the entire time, but I still went and still saw the world, and it really helped change who I am today, and that actually that trip inspired and motivated me to be where I am today. And I know most of you may have heard of it, but my junior year of college, the end of sophomore year, my fraternity brothers carried me up a small mountain like Mount Monadnock. Once again, I was so afraid and so scared to do it, but I trusted them to help me out, and they did that. So. And it turned out to be a great experience, not just for me, but for them. They didn't complain once. I was kind of heavy at the time, so I felt bad for having them carry me, but they were so excited and so relieved that I was able to do that thing, and that they were able to see my face when we got to the top. So when you're climbing Mount Monadnock today, well, I hope all you are, just know I would kill to see the top other than from the photo. So when you're at the top, really reflect and enjoy what you see. So, once again, a mission statement was kind of recognized me for who I was and inspired me to take responsibility for who I want to become. In LA, I can't express how much it means to me, but I'll try to in some words. Lawrence Academy, all the faculty here, all my peers at the time saw the potential in me that I didn't see. I didn't know I had that, I didn't know what was to come, and they just gave me that confidence, that the power really to achieve anything you set your mind to. So it's hard to say, but I really can't thank Lawrence Academy enough for everything that they did for me. Just the fact that they asked me to be here today, it meant the entire world to me. I would do a lot of things for a lot of people in this room. I wish Mr. Cully was here, but I understand why he's not. And for those who think he's scary or whatever, he's not. He's not. Just watch him play with his daughters. He's tight. So this is where I'm at today. So I'm actually writing a blog. I've been doing speeches. I'm in graduate school at Emerson College. And all these things have freaked me out. Speaking freaks me out. It scares me, but I enjoy the feeling I get after. But this morning I didn't enjoy that. I metaphorically pooped my pants. She, Miss Margaret, Miss Potter saw me out there. I almost hyperventilating, but those are the things that excite me. So if I can challenge you guys in any way, it's really do the things that scare you. You might not know what they are, but if there's something you're hesitant to do, just do it. You'll never expect the outcome that you get if you don't do it. So once again, support system is my family. My family is very close-knit, and we all take care of each other. I saw recently someone preach to his football team, actually. What's their why? Why do you do it? Why do you do the things you do? And that for me is because my family is always there for me. LA is there for me, everyone is there for me. And it's given me the confidence to take risks and be who I really want to become. So, looking back on the mission statement, if no one has ever challenged you guys to live by that statement and reflect on what it means to you, well, now you got one. I will challenge you. As a alum, I think about that statement, those words, my experience here, all the time. And I really want to prove to the community that Jeff's, I'm thinking about you guys, who's gonna do whatever he can to make you proud. So, last thing, so I'm working on a few things right now, which working on a book right now, which once again scary. I don't know what I'm doing with that. So be on the lookout for that. And then my blog is coming, and then I will continue to keep doing speeches, even though it freaks me out every single time. Alright, thank you guys.